And welcome back to another round of Dead by Daylight. We're here as Freddy on the Blood Lodge. We're playing as Impossible Skill Check Freddy, and we already know we need to go find out where our totems are. We already not gonna get a chance to do that. Jesus, this Jeff like spawned right on me. Okay, he's running the Jeff Perk. All right. I am already immediately stunned that we don't have. Well. Get you off of this, John. We're gonna lose one of our totems, that's a given. That's a given that we're gonna lose a totem. Hopefully we don't lose them both. Maybe we can keep as many of you injured as possible. That wouldn't be a bad thing. That's not good. That's our one totem that we knew they didn't know where it was. All right. Right. All right, oppression has given us some good value. We'll also take that. We'll take that. Oppression has actually done quite the number, Jeff. Well, I mean, somehow or another, we're up to 4 stacks of Lullaby. Not really sure how, but I mean, that saber we chased had to see that totem, right? All right. All right, well, we know Jeff is on death hook at least. We're gonna go back that way. I got a gen done, and again, she 100% knows that totem is there. All right, I'd like to pick you up. Thank you. All right, we're gonna drag you away. Alright. Oh, yet another survivor that knows too much, but she thankfully is headed for a rescue. I mean, they're gonna break Lullaby eventually. Oh, Sable's here. Ambient light's getting a little annoying, not gonna lie. All right. Make sure we don't get blinded. All right, one down. These Lullaby skill checks. We should just swung. Why were we putting down a blood pool? Why did we not just swing? I mean, let's be honest. We got plenty of... we've gotten plenty of value out of Lullaby. We know Jeff is dead on hook. All right. We have actually maybe started to learn how to use the blood pools with some level of effectiveness. The good news is oppression is going to regress other gens. There are only 2 survivors left. Only 2 survivors, and as you can see, that gen's regressing. Get your sprint burst ready. just going to keep eliminating these, your resources. That's a car, Sable. That should be a hit. That enough to get her? I believe it is. I believe that would be enough to get her. I want to point out, one gen done. Did we hook the other Sable? All right. Yeah, that's not happening. That's aim dressing, but that's okay. All right. Yep, one hook is your last hook. So, that will wrap up a 4K with us as Impossible Skill Check Freddy. And two very key factors in this game. One, I know more than one survivor saw our totem in the killer shack, and they broke Undying, our protection for Lullaby, but nobody ever actually went back to get Lullaby in the killer shack, which was right out there in the wide open. Why? I don't know. Multiple survivors knew it was there, and we know they were missing skill checks. And when you miss a skill check when you're asleep, and the Lullaby penalty and the penalty from the blue dress, you're just and of course we had overcharge. The amount of damage you're doing to the gen is almost like getting a pop goes the weasel on it. Oppression, not a perk we normally run, but one that's underrated in that in a case like this, when we kick that one gen, 3 other random generators will begin regressing. That just means we get extra gen pressure. And once we get somebody out of the match, like we did when Michaela was dead, and then eventually Jeff, you know, we're kicking 1 gen, but we're regressing 4. And eventually you run out of survivors to be able to stop those gens from regressing. And it showed. They got 1 gen done. It took them a while. We did get up to 5 stacks of Lullaby. We made a stupid play. We knew the Sable was finally on the totem, and we went there to put a blood pool instead of just hitting her and interrupting the totem cleanse. But at that point, the match was pretty much over anyway. We were pretty much in good shape. A bunch of distortions, that didn't really matter. The Michaela was using a key to show the obsession and survivor auras. Interesting. And the Jeff, of course, had Champion of Light and blinded us a couple times to slow us down. We were getting a little bit better with using dream snares. This build requires us to not run our dream pallets like we always did. But again, practice makes perfect. Are we really, really good with the dream snares? Not really, but are we getting some value out of them? Are we starting to learn how to put them down, where to put them down, where to get maximum value out of them? I think we are starting to learn slowly. But this build, again, continues to be surprisingly good. Depends who we go against, obviously, but so far, good results with Impossible Skill Check Freddy. We get it again, a 4K on the Blood Lodge. Hope you enjoyed this round. Please consider hitting the like and subscribe button while you're here. New videos go up on the channel on a daily basis, and you can follow us over on Twitch. Hit the link below at Geriatric Gaming 11 and get notified whenever we're live there. Till our next time, thanks again so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you in the next Dead by Daylight.